Hello, students. Let us begin a new chapter today, chapter 17. The name of the chapter is Forest, Our Lifeline. One evening, Buju entered the park with an elderly person. He introduced him to his friends. Professor Ahmed was a scientist working in the university. The children started playing while Professor Ahmed sat on a bench in the corner. He was tired as he had participated in the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the town. After a while, the children also came and sat around him. They wanted to know about the celebrations. Professor Ahmed told them that after the cultural program, the senior people discussed the town's unemployment problem. A plan was proposed to put up a factory by clearing an area of the forest just outside the town. This would give the increasing population of the town a chance to get jobs. The children were very surprised when Professor Ahmed told them that many people had objected to this idea. So one evening, Bujo came in the park with an elderly person. His name was Professor Ahmed, who was a scientist working in the university. The children were playing in the park while he was sitting in the corner on a bench in the park. Because he was tired as he came into the park after participating in the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the town. Children wanted to know about the celebration, so they came and sat around Professor Ahmed. He told them that in the Golden Jubilee celebration, there was a cultural program after which all the senior people discussed about the unemployment problem in their town. In order to give the increasing population of the town a chance to get jobs, there was a plan to put up a factory in that area by clearing the forest outside the town. Professor Ahmed told that many people objected to this idea, that is, they did not agree to this idea of putting up a factory in that area, and the children were surprised to know this. Children were surprised because it was a good idea to put up a factory, क्योंकि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, तो अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट को हटाने के लिए और काफ़ी सारे लोगों को जॉब्स ऑफ़र करने के लिए एक फैक्ट्री का आइडिया अच्छा है. तो क्यों लोग उसको डिसअग्री कर रहे थे? This is because the forests serve as green lungs and water purifying systems in nature. Professor Ahmed explained. The children were confused. Professor Ahmed realized that the children had not visited a forest. The children also wanted to know more about the forest, so they decided to visit it with Professor Ahmed. So, as I told you, the children were surprised to know that people objected to this idea of putting up a factory. तो उनको समझ नहीं आ रहा था कि क्यों ऐसा. So the professor explained them that forests serve as green lungs and water purifying systems. The children were confused. He realized that the children had not visited a forest before and they know very less about the forest. The children also wanted to know more, so they decided to visit a forest with Professor Ahmed. So that is our next topic, visit to a forest. One Sunday morning, the children packed a few things like knife, a hand lens, a stick, a notebook, and walked together through a forest trail near a village. On their way, they met Tibu, a young boy of their age group of nearby village who was taking cattle for grazing along with his aunt. He was very agile, running here and there to keep the herd together. When he saw the children, Tibu also started walking along with them, while his aunt went on a different path. As soon as they entered the forest, Tibu raised his hand and signaled them to keep quiet because noise could disturb the animals living in the forest. The children were getting ready to go visit a forest. They packed a few things like a knife, a hand lens, a stick, a notebook, and they walked through the forest together along with the professor through a forest trail near a village. On their way to the forest, the children met Tibu, who was a young boy of their age group. Tibu lived in a nearby village and was taking out the cattle for grazing along with his aunt. Here, grazing means to take out the cattle for eating grass, and agile means to be able to move quickly and easily. This means that Tibu was active. He ran here and there to keep the cattle together in the herd. When he saw the children, he also started walking with them, and his aunt went on a different path, that is, a different way. When they all entered the forest, Tibu raised his hands and signaled everyone to remain quiet, that is, to remain silent, because the noise could disturb the animals that were living in the forest. We know that a lot of animals live in the forest. We call them as wild animals. We will learn more about the animals that live in forests in this chapter. Tibu then took them to a place at a height to show them the broad view of the forest. Children were surprised because they could not see any land. The different tree tops had formed green cover over the land. However, the cover was not uniformly green. The environment was peaceful and a cool breeze was blowing. This made children quite fresh and happy. To show the children a broad view of a forest like it is shown here in figure, Tibu decided to take them to a place at a height. When the children saw the broad view of the forest, they were surprised at first because they could not see any land. The reason for this is the tree tops formed green cover over the land. The children felt that the environment was peaceful and cool breeze was blowing. Because of this, the children felt fresh and happy. Breeze का मतलब क्या है? Breeze means a gentle wind. So, from the height, the environment was peaceful and a cool wind was blowing. So, the children, they felt very fresh and they felt happy. While coming down, they got excited on hearing a sudden sound of birds and some noise from the top branches of the trees. Tibu told them to relax since it was a natural phenomenon here. Because of the children's presence, some monkeys had climbed higher up on the trees where they disturbed the birds. Animals often give this type of warning call to alert other animals. Tibu also told that many other animals like boar, bison, jackals, porcupine, elephants lived in the deeper areas of the forest. Professor Ahmed cautioned children that they should not go deep into the forest. When the children were coming down after taking the broad view of the forest from the height, they heard sudden sounds of birds and noises that were coming from the top branches of the trees. The children got excited, but Tibu told them to relax as it was a natural phenomena here in the forest. The monkeys who lived in the forest had climbed upon higher branches of the trees because of the children's presence in the forest. Now, when the monkeys climbed on the trees, they disturbed the birds and the birds started making the noise. So, this is a way in which animals give warning calls in order to alert the other animals in the forest. So they make noises to alert animals about the presence of humans in the forest. In the deeper areas of the forest lived many other animals like boar, bison, jackals, porcupines, elephants, etc. Professor Ahmed told children that they should not go deep into the forest as all of these animals can be quite dangerous. Here in figure 17.2 you can see some forest animals. Bhuju and Paheli remembered that they have studied about forests as an example of a habitat in class 6. They could now see how the forest provides a home for many animals and plants. You must be remembering that you have studied about forest as an example of habitat in class 6. Here you can see in figure 17.3 forest as habitats. So it acts as a habitat to many animals. They provide home for many animals and plants. The land where the children were walking was uneven and covered with many trees. Tibu helped them to identify sal, teak, semel, shisham, neem, palash, fig, khair, amla, bamboo, kachnar. Professor Ahmed pointed out that there are several other trees, shrubs, herbs, and grasses in the forest. The forest floor and the trees were also covered with different types of creepers and climbers. The sun was barely visible through the leaves of the trees, making it quite dark inside the forest. As the children walked in the forest, they noticed that the land on which they were walking was uneven. That is, it was not plain and it was covered with many trees. Tibu helped the children to identify some trees. Here in figure you are given some forest plants. This is neem, this is shisham, this is semel, and here you can see bamboo. Apart from this, Professor Ahmed told the children that there were other trees, shrubs, and grasses in the forest. The trees in the forest and the forest floor were covered with different types of creepers and climbers. It was dark inside the forest because the sun was barely visible through the leaves of the trees. As they were very thick. Activity 17.1. Observe the various things in your home and make a list of those things which are made from material which may have been obtained from the forest. So this activity should be performed on your own. Here, all you need to do is to observe the various things that you find in your home and you need to make a list of those things which are made from materials that may have been obtained from a forest. यानी कि जो material forest से obtain होते हैं उनसे जो चीज़ें बनती है उनकी list बनानी है आप लोगों को. You might have many wooden items on your list like plywood, fuel wood, boxes, paper, matchsticks, and furniture. Do you know that gum, oils, spices, fodder for animals, and medicinal plants were also some of the products which we get from the forest? In the list you made for performing the activity, you might have some wooden items on your list like plywood, boxes, paper, matchsticks, fuel wood, and furniture. Gums, oil, spices, fodder for animals, and medicinal plants. These are the products which we get from the forest. Here in the figure you can see forest products. Honey, wood that is used to make wooden statue, katechu, sealing wax, and gum. These are the products that we get from the forest. Based on the products that we get from plants, try to fill table 17.1. One example of each plant is already given. Fill the table by adding more examples. Here you need to fill table 17.1, which shows plants and their products. So based on the products that we get from plants, we are given one example each. Here gum is obtained from babul, timber from shisham, neem is a medicinal plant, and oil is obtained from sandalwood. Sheila wondered who would have planted these trees. Professor Ahmed replied that in nature, trees produce enough seeds. The forest floor provides favorable conditions for them to germinate and develop into seedlings and saplings. Some grew up into trees. He added that branchy part of a tree above the stem is known as the crown of the tree. Professor Ahmed asked children to look up and observe how the branches of the tall trees look like a roof over the other plants in the forest. He told them that this is called a canopy. One of the children, Sheila, wondered who would have planted all these trees in the forest. Professor Ahmed replied that trees produce enough seeds and forest floor provides favorable conditions for the seeds to germinate and develop into seedlings and saplings. अभी जो seedlings और saplings है वो grow करते हैं into trees. He explained about the crown. As you can see here in figure, you are shown some crown shapes. So what are crowns? These are the branchy part of the tree above the stem. Here in figure 17.7, you can see canopy and understories in a forest. So Professor Ahmed told all the children to observe the roof that the leaves of tall trees made over other plants in the forest. Now this roof, it is called canopy. Here you can see that this is the canopy. This canopy is formed by a collection of plant crowns, and this is the understory. So they form a roof over other plants in the forest.